Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, January 28th. We've got high pressure continuing through much of the work week, but changes are on the way starting Friday as atmospheric river moisture returns to our area. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. Again, high pressure will remain in place through at least that Thursday into early Friday time frame. Overall, we're going to see cold mornings followed by afternoon highs in those 20s, 30s, and 40s each day as dry conditions continue. Our next system will be moving in for Friday through the weekend with widespread precipitation expected. Certainly a pattern change from the dry conditions we've been seeing for quite some time now. But with that, some atmospheric river moisture, southwest flow, helping temperatures stay more mild. So we will see a mix of rain and snow, especially across our lowest elevations. And taking a quick look at satellite for you this morning, clear skies will prevail. We are seeing some patchy areas of fog out there this morning, very isolated in nature, but should see plenty of sunshine continuing here over the next several days. And a look at the bigger picture for you guys. So overall, that atmospheric river of moisture is currently situated well to our northwest, that blocking ridge of high pressure, keeping conditions dry here in the Gem State, but changes are on the way. So we are tracking that atmospheric river of moisture. Again, that focuses on exactly where the measure of moisture is moving through the atmosphere. So we're keeping a close eye on this over the next several days as the expected track here on the GFS model shows it's slowly beginning to see a larger storm develop well out into the Pacific. And with that, pack in some more moisture and move on shore for later this week, starting around that Friday, Saturday time frame as that AR moves into Northern California, Oregon, Washington, and extends all the way into Idaho as we see a several-day prolonged event of moisture streaming in from the Pacific. Certainly a change from what we've been seeing, but a more active start to February is expected with this atmospheric river moisture. And your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Nothing to talk about through Thursday. Again, just cold mornings followed by highs with plenty of sunshine in those 20s and 30s and 40s. But starting for Friday, storm sped up just a little bit with the latest guidance. So we are expecting that to arrive a little bit earlier in the day on Friday, but still a mix of rain and snow across our lowest elevations. Some more minor to moderate impacts as you head up into the mountains where higher snowfall is expected. And here's a look at that timing for you guys. So things did speed up a little bit there on Friday. So as far as maybe we were looking later in the day Friday, things look like they should be getting started here Friday morning into Friday afternoon. And those chances, as you can see, widespread in nature for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with those warmer temperatures supporting that mix of a rain and snow across our lowest elevations, with all snow favored as you head into the high country. Temperatures today overall, just quick as far as seeing those very cold temperatures again, some widespread below zero temperatures, but afternoon highs still getting up into those 20s and 30s. Inversions keeping some of those colder temperatures across the Snake River Plain. No big changes into Wednesday, but overall keeping with that warming trend, that'll be continuing as we head into Thursday as well. No big changes there, plenty of sunshine, keeping things dry. And changes start on the way for Friday. So again, we're starting off in the morning, pretty cool. Not seeing as much cloud cover in place, but in the afternoon, highs getting back into those 30s and 40s across the board, with bigger changes to those temperatures as we head into the weekend, courtesy of that atmospheric river moisture coming in again out of that southwest direction. So here's a look at some of that precipitation we're expecting on Friday. So overall, mostly remaining light, traced maybe a couple inches in our valley locations, locally higher as you get up into the mountains, but certainly some widespread precipitation expected back for your Friday. And a bit of an uptick in winds. Winds look like they will peak over the weekend as the system rolls through, but gusts on Friday, generally about 20 to 30 miles an hour. And for your Saturday, noticeably warmer in the morning. So with widespread cloud cover and precipitation, we're going to see temperatures in the 20s and 30s for overnight lows, coldest areas in the teens. But with places that can see overnight lows above freezing, we may see mostly rain in those locations. So that's mostly Pocatello, down towards Burley, Twin Falls area, seeing more rain versus a rain-snow mix potentially. But afternoon highs there on Saturday, well into the 30s and 40s above freezing for most. So that'll support that rain-snow mix again in the valley locations. And precipitation for you on Saturday. Again, widespread light to moderate precipitation is expected, heavier as you get up into the mountains. But overall for snowfall, traced to a couple inches possible across the Snake River Plain, locally higher as you head up into the mountains. And strongest wind gusts on your Saturday, again, pretty breezy winds coming in for this weekend. Looks like wind gusts should top out about 35 to 45 miles an hour, locally stronger in some areas. So we're keeping an eye on some areas of blowing and drifting snow across our highest elevations where temperatures are able to stay a bit colder. And for your Sunday, another mild morning, teens, 20s, and 30s to start things off. Afternoon highs, again, mostly above freezing in the 30s and 40s. Precipitation will keep going again for Sunday, another round of some light to moderate precipitation. Again, heaviest totals for this event are looking to be in the mountains, given the warmer temperatures, not seeing as much support there in the Snake River Plain for any more moderate to heavy accumulations, as those look to remain confined to those higher elevations where the colder temperatures will remain in place. And wind gusts on Sunday will be ramping down from what we saw on Saturday, but still a bit breezy, gusts about 25 to 35 miles an hour. And here's a look at those totals for you. So this is looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Overall, pretty widespread light to moderate precipitation, heavier as you get up into the mountains. And with southwest flow, we are looking at several target areas where we're going to expect the highest totals. Those will be up into the central mountains, down in towards the south and east mountains of the Snake River Plain, and up around Yellowstone and the Tetons. Those are our southwest upslope favored areas, and where we're expecting the highest snowfall totals with this event. But certainly across the Snake River Plain, some pretty healthy mix of some rain and snow, just those totals staying lower, given the warmer temperatures in the valleys. And let's break down some of the probabilities for you. So here's that expected snowfall again, just some light snow in the Snake River Plain, higher as you get into the mountains, but break down some of the high end, low end, and probabilities for you with this snowfall. So here's a look at the mean snowfall, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday system. And taking that up to the high end, no big changes in the Snake Plain. Still looking at about a 1 to 3 inch total, locally higher up towards Tomcat and places like that. But certainly as you get up into the mountains, where we see some of that more organized precipitation, we could see snow measured in feet rather than in inches across our highest elevations, up into the central mountains, south and east of the Snake River Plain. Into low-end snowfall, again, this is the 10th percentile, so that high end there was the 90th percentile. So that this is the 10th percentile, 90% chance of seeing higher snow than this, but still seeing some decent accumulations as you head up into the higher terrain, not as much across our lowest elevations. And stepping through the probabilities for you here at an inch or more, looks like everybody should see that rain-snow mix. Pretty high confidence there as you head up into the mountains for predominant snow. But heading up to 4 inches or more, best chances will shift outside of the Snake River Plain, maybe up towards Tomcat, holding on to just a little bit there with the elevation component, but certainly looking like a mountain snowfall event with this system. 8 and 12 inches or more, you're going to continue to see these probabilities shift to higher and higher, and again into those southwest upslope favored areas, 12 or more, and even 24 or more. So we could be seeing the potential for several feet of snow as we head up into our highest of elevations. And to look at what's to come, if what I described sounds like a bit of an active weather pattern, well, we got that in store here in the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, favoring above normal precipitation across all of our area. And with respect to temperatures, so overall temperatures are going to be seeing more near normal to even slightly above normal to our south. So with that southwest flow, keeping temperatures fairly mild. We're not going to see a big cool down with this system like we have previously with cold fronts dropping south out of Canada. So more moist, a little bit warmer air coming in from the Pacific. 8 to 14, a little bit weaker of a signal there, but overall, seeing a semi-active pattern continuing through early February as that active storm track from the Pacific continues to favor our area. And with respect to temperatures, looks like we will start to cool off behind that atmospheric river. A little bit less precipitation and southwest flow will lean more towards that near normal to below normal temperatures across the Gem State. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Tuesday and stay safe out there.